Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Today we're going to talk about Vechain, a couple of new partnerships, one that's pretty cool, one that's more that you would think is logistics and food tracking, but is actually MyCare. So let's go over the MyCare one first. And this is another Italian company called Vechain, which is the third biggest pasta producer in the world. Now, you think they would be using Vechain for logistics, but they've actually adopted MyCare. Obviously, Vechain is not the one that reported this. DNVGL is the one that reported this. They obviously have the certification power, and a lot of companies will want DNVGL certification that they're doing things right. And since DNVGL's certification program actually runs on Vechain, there's going to be a lot of people adopting Vechain. So more Vetho burn for us. So that's pretty cool. So they officially adopted MyCare, built by DNVGL and Vechain Thor. It's the first major Italian food company to integrate the solution. Hopefully there will be many more to come. The actual news article is in Italian, but they are the third largest pasta manufacturer in the world. They're not really using Vechain for logistics of their pasta, but they are using MyCare to help and track the safety of their employees. So that is pretty cool for Vechain pasta. I'm not really into like a huge thing in Italian foods, but if you know who they are, you know they're a fairly large company, and it's a cool integration for Vechain. I think the bigger new one is Vechain and Avery Dennison. I'm not familiar with Avery Dennison, but they are a Fortune 500 company. They are headquartered in Glendale, California, so they're actually a U.S. company, and I think this is how Vechain's going to slowly creep into the United States. They're going to partner with U.S. companies. So Avery Dennison Corporation is a multinational manufacturer and distributor of pressure-sensitive adhesive materials, apparel labels and tags, RFID inlays, and specialty medical products. So the apparel labels and tags and RFID inlays, that's probably what Vechain's actually going to be about, because they're going to combine technologies, and their labels and RFID tags are actually going to use Vechain Tor for actually reporting. And they were at the Food Supply Chain Solution IoT 2020, and Vechain joined hands with them, and they attended the 14th International IoT Exhibition, hereafter referred to as IoT 2020, held in Shenzhen, China. As the largest and most comprehensive IoT expo in Asia, IoT 2020 gathered more than 800 professionals from enterprises and more than 130,000 professional visitors and purchasers in various industries, including but not limited to food, retail, and automobile. So they showcased Vechain together with Avery Dennison Intelligent Labels, showcased various advanced blockchain plus IoT solutions in the front of enterprise attendees around the globe. They've probably been partnered for a while, and they've been probably working on this for a while. We just didn't know, but they finally decided to reveal it because their product's available now. So behavioral change. This is obviously caused by behavioral changes that have risen due to COVID-19. And they found out that 71% of consumers are willing to pay an additional average premium of 37% for companies offering full transparency and traceability. While the food supply chain is one of the most complex and fragmented supply chains, 70% of firms have visibility gaps between the initial supplier and the internal client's systems. Under such conditions, end-to-end visibility within the supply chain should be a top priority for businesses seeking to build trust with consumers, where blockchain and IoT will make a major impact. According to a recent report by Cointelegraph Consulting, blockchain plus IoT solutions can save more than $100 billion for global and food industry annually. So Avery Dennison and Vechain's been showcasing the toolchain solution, and Avery Dennison is obviously having their own RFID products on Vechain toolchain, and they actually do a lot of the RFID tags and labels for large companies. So those companies will inadvertently be using Vechain toolchain if they use the Avery Dennison RFID products. So then it just talks a little bit about Avery Dennison and Vechain, but this is a really great partnership for Vechain. Vechain, together with Avery Dennison, Intelligent Labels will be committed to collaborating with partners to provide full value chain digital solutions from assessment, consulting, integration, and implementation to optimization services, helping food enterprises of different development stages and sizes to easily commence their digital transformation. So Avery Dennison already has probably a lot of food products that actually use their RFID tags or their tracking. Now all that information is going to be on Vechain toolchain, which is a lot of utility for Vechain toolchain. So that opens up Vechain to the possibility of a lot of Avery Dennison clients. And we'll have to see how this actually works out. They're probably going to begin small and slow, and once it actually starts working, they'll probably do they'll probably go a lot faster with more adoption. So it'll definitely take some time, but it's definitely good for the time to come. COVID-19 has really slowed Vechain down, but a blessing in disguise sometimes. Essentially, they've actually made people realize the importance of actually end-to-end tracking, and Vechain is really coming into its own because of that. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.